welcome back to Devlog. I'm here with our favourites. Godeth back in the house. Hello.
Hello.
Hello. Right, so you've come back with a brand new single, Fleshmonger.
That's right.
Tell us all about it, man.
So new track, groovy, 3 minute 20 long. It's hard hitting. It's relentless. When we were writing it, it happened in very quick succession. Me and you were just jamming a few riffs.
Yeah, I got a new guitar, and it was the first riff I wrote on the new guitar, so
Always a
tip to all
Destined to be a
guitarists.
song.
just buy a new guitar and you'll
Right,
write greatness.
Well, it's certainly, you've sort of done everything you did on the last release, but more of it, I think. It's like more hardcore, more death metal, it's just more everything.
Yeah, more culmination of the old EP, I guess.
I think it's definitely a step in us developing our sound very much so as a
Definitely.
band and getting to that
It's very much
this place of where we are.
Louder.
Yeah.
I'm so quiet.
I have volume buttons. It's fine.
It's very much a step up from what we've written before.
Definitely. I noticed the drums especially, the drum production on it is fantastic.
Yeah.
I mean, the production all round on it is a step up too. Are you still working with the same producer?
Yep,
We are.
Adam Gadsby, what a legend.
Adam Gadsby of Veiled, he's always does great work for us.
Yeah.
Such a good, nice guy, and he knows what we want. Like as soon as we go to him, the way that he just puts the track together. Like we always have a finished product, and we're always happy with it. So yeah.
So is this gonna lead up to more?
Yeah, we've got we've got these two singles coming out. We've got Fleshmonger, and we've got another single coming out in about a month or two, depending on. Obviously, we're waiting back for if the release date is being pushed forward because of the artwork situation. And then, the end goal, we're working currently on an album. So that's back end of the year.
Wow.
So yeah.
Prolific.
Yeah.
Because it's not long since the last one, is it?
No. I don't know about you guys, but I see that more like as an EP, and then we want a full product of an album.
Yeah. Well, I know quite a lot of the writers at Devo picked up on you guys. Like, hey Gary saw you at Mangata.
Yeah.
That one. That I have trouble with saying.
Magnata.
You've been not just prolific with your songwriting and stuff like that, but you've been prolific live-wise as well. Lots of stuff. Is there anything that stands out last year from your favourite gigs?
Definitely for me, Dream State, sure. Dream State, we got to open. Big fan of Dream State and Red Hook, and then just the entire package of it, how welcoming Jesse and Emmy and everybody from them two bands were. It was just beginning to end, packed out room with sort of loads of merch. Made friends with some really talented, fantastic musicians. And that was my gig of the year.
Yeah.
I couldn't agree
Probably
more.
say gig of the year for me was the last one we did at Boom for Fleshmonger.
Oh,
Nice.
yeah, the music video.
For the video shoot, it's probably my favourite, just because it wasn't the biggest room, but it was packed. The energy was immense.
Yeah.
And he broke his wireless.
Yeah, last song I was like, right, come on, and then I crowd surfed.
With his bass.
I was just with my bass playing, and then as soon as everyone started sending me back to the stage, Miles guided me down, and then I just whacked my bass off the stage head, and I felt something not right, and then I started playing, and then there was no sound.
Oh.
I looked down, and it was just a wire then going out.
Hanging off of one wire.
Yeah.
Try and spot it in the music video when it
Yeah.
comes out.
Yeah, that's it.
Well, at least you're making a music video and don't have the rest of the gig to do.
Yeah,
At least it was at the end of the
It
gig.
was the last song, thankfully.
Yeah.
But yeah, we thought it was a good thing that we did that, because obviously Boom's closing.
Yes.
And it's a good thing, to have it in our memory.
Yeah.
Remember a good venue.
An amazing venue.
Yeah.
Definitely cornerstone of our city.
Literally.
Oh, yeah.
Leeds is downgraded or what now, I think.
Really
Yeah.
nice.
I was talking to someone about it the other day about how back in the 90s, we had the Duchess, we had the Cockpit, and then, all these great venues, and Boom seems to be the last bastion of that kind of era. Apart from now, we've got Key Club, that's cool.
Yeah.
I always think of Key Club as the new gen.
Yeah, 100%.
Whereas, Brudenell is probably the last one of that.
Yeah, the OG.
The OG ones. Yeah, absolutely. So, with the single in mind and all that sort of stuff, is the continuation and the growth you hearing that through the music at the moment? Is that the mission statement?
Yeah, I feel like we're umming and ahhing really, because when we're writing stuff like with Fleshmonger, there's a few different elements, but you know it's very relative to what we've done before. But we're always trying to push, like for example, when me and you were writing the newer stuff, it's more prolifically death metal, like as opposed to crossovers.
Yeah.
But saying that, like we have written a new song which got like a disco-y bit.
Yeah, it's got like a disco beat in it. It's quite fun.
Just keep them guessing.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, so I feel like if you stick to one genre, you just start being a bit stale. So
Yeah.
it's sort of spice it up a bit.
And because we are all influenced by so many different, you know, bands, like your classic metalcore, your hardcore, death metal, punk. I love everything, all of those. So it's like a nice blend.
Absolutely. I noticed vocally, definitely I've noticed your vocals have really come into their own over the last year. Is that through like just gigging and just exploring your vocal more?
I think it's every time that we do a gig or every time we record and then release anything, I find myself listening back to the way my voice sounds or how it felt whilst I was performing and stuff, and then like obviously seeing stuff on YouTube and seeing stuff from other singers and vocalists and stuff, and then like going, how are they making that noise, how are they doing this, how are they doing that, and then just sort of remembering to kind of practice with those sort of new techniques a little bit. And I think just doing that naturally is developing my voice as I, you know, I guess get older and progress and develop as a vocalist.
A good one I think with that is listening to old Invicta tracks, our band from college. How many miles we've both come on.
Don't even bring that up. Yeah, that was when I started screaming. So I'm barely even screaming without blowing my voice out.
Exactly, yeah. Just listening to that compared to now, you're like, it doesn't even sound, well, both of us don't even sound like the same people.
Even Skull, like I listened to Skull the other day, you sound so bloody different.
I know.
Yeah, I feel like you were, because you've been inducted into a new band, you were just sort of, you know, you kept it at your own pace, but you know, you've more come into your own.
And we did kind of throw you in the deep end with
that.
Like, you've been in the band a week, in the studio you go.
The lyrics on Skull were the ones I auditioned with as well. So that was sort of my first foray into lyric writing, I guess, for this group. And so that's developed as well as along with the vocal techniques and
absolutely.
And stuff.
But yeah, and I've just noticed all of you as a unit, just like your confidence is like way higher now. You literally go in and own the room these days, which is a really cool thing to watch. You know, I've had a great year last year watching all my mates' bands like just reach to the next level. Like whether it be yourselves or Hidden Mothers or you know Lowen or you know, and everyone's just sort of turning a corner at the moment, which is quite exciting. You know. So like, have you got any like aspirations for this year? Like apart from like make the records and do the gigs and stuff like that. I mean, any personal achievements?
What, individually or just as a whole band?
Well, I don't know, individually.
I feel like mainly for me is play more shows, festivals that we've not done before out of reach. Like, cause our catalogue of shows that we've done, it's primarily, you know, places we've already played. And it's, you know, as a DIY band, it's very hard to, you know, reach out to,
expand your horizons,
like for example London, like you know we're struggling to get down south, but we really want to. But we have got as first 2 Scotland shows coming up, like we've got a nice little weekender, so we're buzzing with that.
We're trying to add more to that as well, aren't we?
Yeah, we're trying to make a few days out of that, aren't we?
The Scottish crowds are great as well. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, so who's catching your ear at the moment? Who you're? I'll go around the. Grant, so who you listen to at the moment?
That's a tough one because I listen to a lot of different things. So my playlist is all over the place. Yeah. So it can literally go from like country to like death metal or something. Yeah. So at the minute, it's been a lot of like Luke Combs.
Yeah.
And then switching to like Behemoth or something like that. My playlist to that random.
For yourself.
I will go with the bands I'm wearing now. 200 Stab Wounds.
Oh, they were fantastic last year.
Yeah, I saw them. They're supporting a Victory one. Somewhere like that. Yeah, some last year.
In Manchester.
No, in Leeds. That was a Damnation.
It was cattle decapitation they were on.
That was it. Yeah, I went for them as well.
Yeah, and then you found them.
No, I knew them before, but the favorite band at the minute. Nice. Listen on repeat.
Yeah, that last record was off the chain. Yeah. Yourself, James?
No Cure. It's like a death metal band from America. So cool. Like I just love how aggressive it is and like
Right.
it's right up my street.
I'm still on my dream state fix. I'm also
Big up Jazz.
I'm still, but I'm also listening to a lot of Bullet and Trivium because that's the next show I'm attending as a fan.
Oh yeah, of course. Yeah. There's some people at Devo that are very excited about that. And for yourself?
Metal-wise, probably this year's been Speed, Poppy, and Harriet. I think.
Nice.
Harriet.
With that album that they released recently.
So good.
I didn't even need to choose to put it on. It just comes on no matter when I turn my phone on.
It's a different type of heavy, that record.
Yeah, I've really got into, funnily enough, an artist called The Dead recently, who I know is massive and in the charts and stuff. It's not metal at all, but he's the guy that produced that Brat album, the Charlie X.
Yeah.
Which I've been listening to lots as well. But
That was
something
one of my
about his
albums of
sound.
the year.
Yeah, I mean, it's a no-brainer to be honest. It's an incredible pop album. So it really is. And he's the guy that produced the album.
Yeah.
And then so I got listening to him through that album, and he reminds me of like. If like 9 Inch Nails and Andy Warhol had a baby and then that baby started growing up and making electro pop music.
Sounds about right.
Yeah. I don't know what it's about him.
Miles reviews.
Yeah, I keep thinking that in my head when I think about it.
I love that, man.
Yeah.
So what have you got coming up next, gigs-wise? Anything we should know about?
Deprivation Festival.
Oh, you're doing Deprivation? Yeah. Devo's involved with that lot?
Oh, nice. Yeah, it should be good, like cancer memorial and that.
I like Bolt Throws.
And we're buzzing to be playing with Veils as well. Like,
It's going to be great. It's going to be a great one. Right, so now I'm finishing all my interviews this year, right, and again I'll go around the group, right? You have to put one song on the national curriculum that every kid has to hear before they're 18, right? What is that song? And we've had loads of different answers to this. Any genre, essential growing up music.
I'm going to go with Fleshmonger.
One of us had to. One of you had to get it out of the way.
He's got a Godeth top on.
How soon is Now by the Smiths? I really like the Smiths. I don't know. It's a song for when you're happy and a song for when you're sad.
Fair enough.
You go next.
I'm gonna say Curveball, Lost by Avenged Sevenfold. It's like it's heavy, but it's so melodic, and the guitar work in it is just like an orgasm to me. It's one of my favourite songs ever.
Fab? You lost in thought?
No, I'm thinking.
Yeah,
have you got one yet?
No. I feel like for me personally, it'd be anything by the Beatles.
Yeah.
I love the Beatles so much.
I thought we were doing this year at first, but I didn't realise it was like all the sort of songs of all time.
It could be a really good song.
I've got things flying around my head. Probably, I don't know, Mistakes Like Fractures by Not Blues.
Not Blues?
Yeah.
Right, okay.
I know it's classic for me and easy for me, but that's...
We've had some excellent answers to this question. So, yeah, absolutely. So, really looking forward to seeing what you've got for 2025. These interviews are all about who to keep a watch on in 2025, and I really think, and all of us at Devolution think you're going to be ones to watch this year. So, best of luck with everything.
Thank you.
Appreciate it, man.
Just slap the
I know, I'm not allowed to do that.